Okay, Joe. I, I'm very confused on all this bit about fairies. You put up a video several weeks ago, I think it was, and I watched it, and it was like, I don't understand. You're talking about this group of people that are into fairies and so forth. I haven't heard of any myself, and even if I did, I probably would have just laughed about it and let them have their fun. They don't affect me, and quite honestly, my personal opinion is they don't affect anyone else. Now, you are a school teacher in the school systems, and perhaps it's a thing going there. As a teacher, you're also very much aware of the psychology behind children. I have to say, when my children were young, I brought them up. They believed in Santa Claus. When they lost a tooth, I told them the tooth fairy was coming that night and put it under their pillow, and then in the morning they would find that there was glitter spread from the window over to their bed, and they got a thrill out of that. Now, this is preschool, of course, 2-3 years old. As they grew older, they realized that there's no Santa Claus. Daddy's the one that plays it. But ultimately, they thanked me for the fantasy years. All children have fantasies. They live in a fantasy world when they're young, and not that I fostered it, but I did not prevent it. I have 3 boys, and my twin boys were intelligent enough that they were even moved up in grades in school. They were advanced for their age, and quite intelligent. Absolutely no ill effects. Now, you say that a parent, it is child abuse to do that. That's pretty harsh. I mean, as a teacher, I would think no. All children go through phases. Some join cults, whatever. But the bottom line is, yes, this is a harsh world out there. I'll agree with that. Now, if you're going to, go after all these people that, are fairy lovers, you're going to teach your son or daughter about the Virgin Mary? That's a myth. It is a myth. It was written in a book. There is no scientific evidence of the Virgin Mary, okay? When the Virgin Mary bled, everybody ran to it. Should we get a following of people that are against that? Should it be child abuse to bring your child up to teach them about the Virgin Mary and Satan, which is not real? Not in this world. It is not. Therefore, it's the same thing. Same thing as fairies. It's a fantasy. And yet, my boys went to church. I took them to church until they said they didn't want to go anymore. Then that's fine. Move on from there. I have very well-adjusted children. I don't, at my age, okay, I'm talking from my wisdom of what I have seen. A child from the age of 0 to 5 lives with mommy and daddy. They're never away from mommy and daddy. When they start school at the age of 5, they get on that bus, they come home, and it's a whole new world to them. A whole new world. And they have to, get into that world. So for the first 5 years, to make their life a little cushy, you tell them the tooth fairy came. Ooh, that's neat. Christmas time's coming along. Who's this big red man who's this big man in a red white suit, with a fat belly and a long beard? A lot of kids scream when you put them on their lap. But bottom line is, They like things to believe in, that's all. How many young kids carry around their security blanket, a doll around their arm, and they talk to that doll? Is that wrong? Should you take that doll away? Or should you let it there? What's the big deal? It's really not going to make a whole lot of difference. The whole bit with the fairies, I'm really not getting it yet. I have not seen or heard of anyone that is into these fairies. Very possible that they exist, and I'm not aware of it. Help me out here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in what I'm saying, but something just doesn't jive here. I look at you. You're an intelligent young man. You got a lot on the ball. Although you're saying that it is child abuse to teach your child about fairies and fantasy, and yet the first video I saw, you were smoking a pipe. Your wife went behind you and lit the Christmas tree. I don't know. Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. That was all spirits. It was a story. That's all it was. It had a very, very good meaning. Every Christmas it's played, and if people would watch that and take note of what that is about, they might find that there's a lot more to the human race than cars and houses. And I'm getting a little bit off the topic, but getting back to the fairies, please help me here. I really didn't know what you were referring to. All these people that are into fairies, and we need to stop them. They do have the right to free speech. They do have the right to believe in what they believe in. I don't believe in the Virgin Mary. That does not make me wrong. I don't believe in some other things that everybody else does. Well, that's fine for you. That is fine. That does not make you wrong. It doesn't make me right. Okay, but like I said, once again, I enjoyed that video. It really was thought-provoking. Send some feedback. I'd be interested.